six, that boyfriend is six, that boyfriend is six. Cash, that boyfriend is six, that boyfriend is six, that boyfriend is six. Cash, then. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong. Then. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong. Then. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong. The way how you just drop it, yeah, I'm going mad. I living in Toronto, but born in Trinidad. Yeah. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Bring it back for me, please. Say, gal, don't be a tease. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Bring it back for me, please. Say, gal, don't be a tease. Yeah, gal, don't be a tease. All I want is a piece, yeah. All I want is a slice, yeah. Give me a passport, I'm booking you on a flight. I go take it to foreign, gal, I go change your life. It's me. Say I go change your life. It's me. Say I go change your life. It's just drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. I love how you just take it. I love how you just talk it. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. I love how you just take it. I love how you just talk it. I love how you just flick it, and I love how you just pop it. I blast off like a rocket. The way how you just drop it, you know say that I love it, gal. I beg you, please don't stop it. You take away all my profit, the money from my pocket. I go use my spanner, let me tighten up your socket, gal. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. Drop it down to the gong, gal. Drop it down to the gong, my baby. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong. Then. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong. Then. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong. Then. To the gong, to the gong, to the gong, to the gong.
Boyfriend is six is Cash with my brethren DJ Ghost, the baddest DJ in all of Toronto. We up here chilling, vibes in. Ghost, what we running for them now?
Hey Cash.
Hey. Ride wave. Ride wave. Big up my brethren Seiko.
That boyfriend is six.
That boyfriend is six. That boyfriend is six. Cash. Girl, I say, really wanna fuck you anyway. Me no care when nobody wanna say. Girl, ride wave. Girl, ride wave. Girl, ride wave. Your body wrong and it plumpy. Say up and down it bouncy. Up and down, gal, up and down, gal, up and down it bouncy. This pipe you now, pipe you later, pipe all day for your behavior. All this money I spend, I come in again and again. So if you can handle pipe all night, it's best you come with your friend. I like it shaved, don't like it hairy. Anytime you bring it near me, back shot missionary. Kill that pussy cemetery. 6 feet down, send it to bury. Girl, I say, really wanna fuck you anyway. Me no care when nobody wanna say. Girl, ride wave. Girl, ride wave. Girl, ride wave. New tune. Big up G6 on the rhythm. Like that. Hey, let me go. Girl, oh, you whine like that. Tell me how you whine like that. Good Lord, love how you take on your fat. Me I forget a piece of that. Oh, you whine like that. Tell me how you whine like that. Good Lord, love how the bumper's so fat. Can me I forget a piece of yeah. Oh, you're whining in a perfect timing. Grace are coming behind it. Girl, you're hotter than an African climate. Girl, I have an addiction. I need your prescription. Tonight, I on a mission. I go flip your different position. Girl, how you whine like that? Tell me how you whine like that. Good Lord, love how you take on your fat. May I forget a piece of that. How you whine like that? Tell me how you whine like that. Good Lord, love how the bumper so fat. May I forget a piece of. Girl, just come to me. Come to me. I say, girl, come to me. Girl, right in front of me. Girl, how you whine like that? Tell me how you whine like that. Good Lord, love how the bumper so fat. May I forget a piece of. Yo, big up everybody that's tuning in right now. Big up DJ Ghost, my brother. We out here having fun and we just enjoying the moment, right? Hey, follow, like, subscribe. He has big things coming. Cash, that boyfriend, don't know. All right, brother. All right. Thank you so much, Cass, for coming out today and, for allowing me to come here and, doing this interview.
My
You're
pleasure.
doing big things in the city right now. This man is doing it. He's doing it big.
Yeah. I want to give them a quick little background. I've actually known Ghost for maybe like 15 years, maybe even more than that. I've known him before this whole singing, before this whole rapping. I knew him as an individual. I knew him personally. He's always been a DJ. And then as soon as I started singing, he would just like, yo, send me your tunes. And, he just started spinning my tunes and it was just nothing but love. So anything he asked me, I was just, ready to help him.
That's it. You know what? You make the music, I spin the music.
That's
it goes
it.
1 in 1.
That's it. That's it.
All right, brother. Right. It's blessed. Thank you.
Don't know.
But all right, let's get this interview thing, man.
All right.
So, how did this start? Like, how did Cash start?
So, well, my real name is V Cash. Most of my life, everyone known me as Vic. And then when I started, rapping and singing, I decided to get an artist name and I just dropped the V and the I and I just kept Cash because everyone that knows me knows my real name. So they understood where the cash came from, right? It wasn't a sense of like, oh, this guy's got mad money, that's why he's naming himself Cash. This is actually part of my original first name, my bylaw first name, my government first name is V Cash. I just took away the V and the I and I kept Cash. But how did this start? I always had a love for music. I grew up downtown Toronto rapping, freestyling, and I loved hip hop. I love battle rap. I love lyricism. And being that I'm born in Trinidad, the Caribbean influences in me. So I just kind of combined lyricism and living in Toronto and my Caribbean background all in one. And that's how I kind of got into everything. But I've always had a love for music and creating and writing and,
that's awesome, right? That actually brings me into my next question.
Nice.
Right? Like, how did you know that this is, what you wanted to do, right? Like what said, one day, right? You were just like, this is what I want to do.
I think it started when I had like, it back in the days, probably like maybe like grade 4 or 5 in the playground. Me and a lot of my childhood friends that I grew up with, we would just be, together huddled up and we would just be, freestyling a line and then I would say a line and then you would say a line and he would say a line and it was just a cipher of lines and I just loved the energy. And then I did my first battle when I was like in grade 8 and I battled some other kid from another school and the crowd was just going crazy for everything that I said. And I had a good talent to freestyle off the top. And then when I seen that people were reacting in a certain way, and I can talk about what someone is wearing right now and put that into a rap and freestyle that out, and people would just reciprocate that and they'd be like, what? That's crazy. They'd be like, jumping and chanting and cheering. And that was just something that's what made me say, yo, man, this is something that I gotta do. I love this, So that's how I kind of knew that I wanted to do something in the music.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Because, a lot of stories come from, similar backgrounds, right? You have that musical influence with, your childhood friends and, you're coming up like that, right? And, it shows in your music, right?
Thanks, man.
Shows in your music, with your lyrics and your flow, like it shows that you have that background.
Appreciate that.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Now, this year just started.
Yeah.
Right? So, and you have a couple tracks out.
Yeah.
Right? What can we expect from Cash the rest of this year?
So for the rest of this year, we got a couple of shows already planned. We've got a show April the 2nd with myself, my good friend Dolly Boy, Kenneth Salick, that's a chutney singer as well, Mr. 4x4 Van, Ravi B, he's also in the show. He's actually the big headliner. Shout out to Ravi B. We also have a few other shows that are in the process of being planned. I'm going to be doing a lot of club pop-ins in the city, in the East and the West End. Brampton, Scarborough, Ajax, Pickering, Mississauga, just popping in at different spots, venues in the city to reach out to everybody, to the people, to let them know that I'm actually in the city, I'm actually here. And I really want to get something popping for Caravana. I hope I can get into some of the big Caravana events with SOS. SOS is probably one of the biggest Caravana promoters. So if I can get in good with them and they realize my talent and they give me a platform, hopefully I can really, move this thing just out of Ontario and I can become, more known and something even bigger worldwide, right? But I'm hoping that I keep pushing the music. So what to expect from me for the rest of this year is pretty much just more music, working with some big artists, getting some features in, and for sure shooting a couple of music videos. It's tough to shoot music videos in the winter. I mean, especially for soca, because soca is like, it's something that's sweaty. It's something that's hot. When you think of soca, you think of spicy, and you can't really, it doesn't really go together when you think of soca and ice cold snow, right? So someday, somehow, I'm gonna come up with a soca video in the winter, but right now, I'm not ready for that. But this summer, I gotta shoot at least 2 videos all over the city and really get a visual of my music, not just lyrics and an image, right? So that's what you guys can expect, is a couple of music videos, for me to do some more events and to be popping up at your nearest club, bar, and just showcasing more talent, man.
Oh, that's great. And, I know myself,
Yeah.
as well as a lot of people out there, they're looking forward to what you have coming for the rest of the year. Because already right now, the tracks that you have out, they're bangers.
Thanks.
Right? They are absolute bangers.
Thanks.
Right? Personally, I love them. Right?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people out there love them.
Yeah.
Right. So now, one thing I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So as Vic told you guys before, right? We've known each other for quite some time.
Yes.
Right. And we have a lot of similar tastes.
Yes.
Right. But we want to know, like, who are your musical influences? Like, who influenced you to come up with your style and your flow and
Ooh.
just to be that Cash that just rocks that stage?
You know what, man? That is actually, that's a great question, because I ask myself that sometimes, and I can't say that it's one person in particular. I just feel like I've got such an eclectic taste of music across the board. Like yourself, like you're not a one-dimensional DJ. Like you'll spin hip hop, reggaeton, chutney, Indian, soca. You'll spin it all. So like myself, like I listen to a wide range of music, so I think lyrically, like I grew up listening to a lot of Biggie Smalls, a lot of Jadakiss, Styles P, Mobb Deep, a lot of these kind of guys, very lyrical guys. And that's what made me want to rap. And then when it comes to soca, like I listen to a lot of Bungie. Bungie is probably my favorite soca artist, because he is the true definition of raw talent. Like he'll hit a stage and he just starts to freestyle everybody in the crowd. Not everyone can do that. And he does it at such a rapid pace. His mind is just constantly working so fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like a computer processing everything so quickly, and it really shows his talent. So Bungie's probably my number 1 soca artist, because he's got the lyric. But I like a lot of the small islands. I like the sounds that come out of the small islands. I love Bouillon. I love Dennery. Things that come out of St. Lucia, St. Martin, Dominican, Grenada, St. Vincent. Obviously, I love my home country, Trinidad. But there's a lot of great soca that comes out of all these countries. Guyana's also got some good influences as well. But Bungie's probably my top soca artist. I also really like Shal Marshall. I like Voice, the artist. There's a young guy named Turner. And, I just like passion in the music. So to me, once you've got passion in your music, I'm a big fan. And there's a lot of guys, man. There's a lot. If I had to name everyone, this interview will probably take an hour. But I'll give you a quick 5. Bungie, Shal Marshall, obviously Marshall Montano, that's probably the GOAT. I like Voice, and one more quick one, I'm gonna go with Moto. Because Moto is just a vibe.
Yeah.
See, you don't have to be lyrical to be talented. Sometimes the talent is just in the vibe that you've got. You know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes it's not about everything that you're saying, but it's just about how you're saying it and how people feel it. You know, so when he says things like, call you ba now, I am coming to ya. It's not very lyrical, but the message, you feel that vibe, you know? And his vibe is just unmatched. Moto's vibe is, I actually call that guy, I call him King Midas Moto. And he asked me when I met him live, he's like, yo, why you keep calling me that on social media? I go, because everything you touch turns to gold, right? And that's why I call him King Midas Moto. But yeah, those are my 5 soca artists that I will listen to any day of the week that I thought influenced me, and my 5 hip hop artists. But a lot of music influences me, man.
No, that's big.
Yeah.
Right? That's big. I mean, for an artist to take different, take influences from different artists,
Yes.
right, and incorporate it into their own style,
Yes.
right? That contributes to your success, which is why you just came out like that.
Yeah.
And, it was just kind of like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
I've had people saying, yo, there's a guy that dropped a dub for you. Who is that guy? And I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Yo, that is Cash.
Yeah.
Watch out for this
Yeah,
man
yeah.
because he coming up big.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And I telling them, right?
Yeah.
Because they hear your flow, they
Yeah.
hear your style, right? And they're like, yo, I like that.
Yeah.
That's what's working,
Yeah.
right? That's so you got your own thing, there, right?
It kind of feels like a Toronto vibe with a Caribbean twist, or a Caribbean vibe with a Toronto twist. And like Guyana's got cook up, Trinidad has pilau. And basically my music is that. It's my Caribbean roots with my North American upbringing and everybody that's around me, all these different races of people that I surround myself with. I take a little bit of them and I just throw everything into myself and I just put it out there on the music, and it's just a whole heap of different ingredients in the cook up. And that's what I am, I believe.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Right? And it's working, right? Like I'll be one of the first people. I'm
Yeah.
probably not the first person.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
It's working.
Yeah,
'Cause, I'm
respect.
jamming to your tracks all
No,
day. Right? All right. Now here's a good question for
All
you.
right.
Right?
Hit me.
If you could collaborate with any artist from any genre, who would it be? And why?
Ooh. From any genre.
Now the reason I ask you this is because I know that you're not, just a soca guy. You're
Yeah.
not just a chutney guy. You
Yeah.
go to 80s, you go to like your genre range is massive.
Yeah.
Right? Like rock, everything.
Yeah.
So all of that I can see in your music, right,
Yeah.
as you incorporate it, right? But if you could pick, who would you pick and why?
Honestly, I think I would, and a lot of people are gonna think that I'm corny for saying this. I'm probably gonna say any genre, right?
Any genre.
I'm probably gonna say Drake. And the reason that I would say Drake, and I know people are gonna be like, yo, this dude's mad corny, he says Drake because he's from Toronto. That's not even it. It's just that I feel that if I ever get the opportunity to collab with Drake or a hip hop artist, I feel like I'll be able to showcase my hip hop talent. I'll be able to showcase my versatility, my bars, But through the soca, I can do it in a certain aspect, but not to a full-fledged hip hop, right? But I would love to do something with Drake. Even Tory Lanez. Tory is huge. I would love to do something with Tory.
Yeah.
But that's any genre. But if it was a soca genre, I would love to do something with Lyrical. Because Lyrical is like super down to earth. He lives in the States. He's North American. So he's got that kind of North American but Caribbean vibe as well. And I feel I'm very similar to that. So me and him would probably cook up something mean in the studio.
But you know what? I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
If you collaborate with Drake, because you like just listening to your soca.
Yeah.
Right? Just listening to your soca, you have bars. Right?
Yeah.
You know what you're doing, right? I can only imagine what your rap would be like.
Yeah, I probably
dangerous.
like honestly like I'll probably eat Drake on his own track. Like lyrically, I'll probably like. Nah, I'm playing. But I'll give him a run though. I'll give him a run.
I'd like to see that. That'd be a good one.
Yeah,
That'd be a good.
But I feel like anything I do in life, like even whatever it is, like it's not that I'm trying to just to get more shine than someone else, but I'm a competitor at heart, man. I played basketball my whole life. We used to play ball.
Yeah.
Right? Like we want to sweat and you know stay in shape, but at the end of the day, no one wants to lose. And I feel like that's like everything that I do. I don't want to lose in anything that I do. I don't mind losing. I'm a good loser. If I lose, I take my L's. But my main goal isn't to come out here and lose. I want to win always in whatever I'm doing. So if I'm going on a track with someone, and you guys be known, listen to this carefully. If I'm doing a track with you, just know that I am coming to outshine whoever's on the track with me. Woo. So come with your bars, come with your greatest, because I'm gonna come with my best. So this is a great way to keep the standard of music at a high standard.
That's what it needs to be.
Right. If everyone's coming out with these halfway things just to get tunes out, then the standard of music drops, right? But if artists are competing with each other on the same track, then the standard goes above the roof, man.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
And there have been some great tracks in the past from artists, hip hop artists,
you
know, where you know somebody's featured on a track, but you know their feature is actually better than you know you know the artist whose track it actually is.
Exactly.
Right, and kind of just elevates it, right?
Exactly.
But you know, and that's a fantastic mentality to have. You
Yeah.
know, when you're going to do it, you do it right.
Exactly.
Right? You push the limit.
Exactly.
Now, okay, what can we expect from Cash beyond this year? Like, what do you have planned for the future?
So for the future, I would like to shoot some videos all over the Caribbean. I'm also working on an Afro beat song right now. And if everything pans out well, I would like to take a trip to Africa and film that video in Africa. I've got a lot of Ghanaian friends. I got a lot of Nigerian friends. You know, big up to the old African community out here. Big up you guys, because they got a spice in them too. Like when you listen to some of these African songs, it's got like a nice Caribbean feel to it as well, right? It's like the Caribbean nation people. Like it's not just in the Caribbean. Like we're all over. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Africa and the Caribbean, we all have that very similar vibe. So I'm doing an Afro beat, and I would love to do a video in Africa somewhere. I would love to do videos all over in the Caribbean as well. And in the next couple of years, I would love to start doing some international bookings, doing some other bookings in maybe New York, Florida, all over the Caribbean. I've never been to England yet, but it'll be nice to go over there and do some stuff as well. And yeah, man, just working all over the globe is what my goal is. And basically linking up with artists from all over the world and making music, man. And just catching the vibe. See, everyone is fighting to stay alive, but life is such a vibe, right? But you're gonna miss it all if you're too preoccupied working a 9 to 5. So sometimes you just gotta live a little, right? Just be happy. Just getting up, going and working at 9 to 5 just to pay bills. What kind of life is that? You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that, man. And I understand some people's situation, they have to do that. But I figured out a way where I don't have to do that anymore because I need to enjoy this life. Because I don't know when this is going to end, man. And I don't want to be preoccupied working this 9 to 5 till I'm 60 years old. You know, my mom came from Trinidad for me to have an opportunity to be the best thing I can be with my life in Canada. And if I worked a job till the same age as my mom, till she was 60 or 65 and then retired, then what justice did I do my mom by her bringing me here? If I worked the same, age that she worked till, that didn't do nothing. Her bringing me here didn't do anything. That didn't elevate me. So if I figure out a way where I can retire before I hit 40, then my mom can say, hey, you know what? I did a good thing. I brought my son here, and now he doesn't have to work like a donkey like me. Now he can enjoy his kids. He can enjoy his wife, enjoy his family time, and he can enjoy his life. So that's That's where I'm at, man.
You know what? That's pretty solid. That's a solid, game plan,
Yeah.
right? And that's a lot of things. Like, artists. When you ask artists that question, a lot of them will say, you know what? Next year I'm gonna have this album out. I'm gonna have that album out. I'm gonna do this, right? But one of the realest answers I just heard right here. One of the realest answers was, I want to make my mom proud.
Yeah.
I want to show my mom that, she brought me here and I can retire early.
Exactly.
Right? And do something that I love doing.
Yeah.
Right? And that's amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Well, Cash.
Yeah.
Brother, I want to thank you for coming.
Hey,
for allowing me to come here today.
Hey, anytime, man. Anytime. You're always welcome. Should we take a shot of this thing? We got these things poured.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do this up, man.
Let's hit this.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks for coming out again.
No, thank
Appreciate you. And we'll do some stuff in the future, man.
Absolutely. Thanks, brother.
I know.